climate is now changing faster than at any other point in the history of modern civilization, primarily as a result of human activities. What is climate change? Climate change is a change in global or regional climate patterns, in a particular change apparent from the mid to late 20th century onwards and attributed largely to the increased level of atmospheric carbon dioxide produced by the use of fossil fuels. Who and what does it affect? The impacts of climate change are evident across almost all walks of life, such as human health, agricultural, and food security.
Hi, I'm Eddie Trino. I'm going to be talking to you today about the temperature and CO2 data change that we're experiencing in our climate. As you can see from the year 1800 all the way to the year 2000, that we have an exponential growth in our temperature change, going all the way from 0.6 degrees all the way now to 1.0 degrees Celsius change. And as you can see here from the years before 1950, that our CO2 levels were pretty much at a steady pace, and now has skyrocketed all the way over to 380 cube per millions.
Since 1978, over 750,000 square kilometers of the Amazon rainforest have been destroyed across Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Bolivia, Venezuela, and French Guiana. Throughout most of history, deforestation in the Amazon was from farmers trying to produce crops for their families and consumption. Near the end of the 20th century, however, it switched up and deforestation skyrocketed, caused by industrial activities and large-scale agriculture. By the early 2000s, more than 3/4 of the forest clearing in the Amazon was for cattle. In 2017, there is a recorded loss of 4.5 million trees, and we can predict that if we keep going at this rate, there will be more trees being cut down than being planted, so we will eventually run out and be overrun by pollution.
According to the Pachamanian Alliance, the tropical rainforests of South America are responsible for 20% of the Earth's oxygen, and they're disappearing at a rate of 4 hectares a decade. The natural habitat of the wildlife are also being destroyed. According to National Geographic, loss of habitat is a major cause of species extinction. Every year, at least 10,000 species go extinct. Deforestation is also having another worrisome effect: an increase in the spread of life-threatening diseases such as malaria, dengue fever. The loss of the forest can also act as an incubator for insect-borne and other infectious diseases that affect humans. Absence of trees will also result in significantly higher amount of carbon dioxide in the air and lower amounts of oxygen.
Deforestation causes about 10% of the world's emissions. When we cut down the trees, we are creating the emissions that are harming our planet with the machines we use. When the trees fall, they release all of the carbon they have stored, adding to the greenhouse gases already in the atmosphere. Agriculture is one of the main reasons behind deforestation. It's responsible for about 80% of tropical deforestation. Trees play an integral part in our ecosystem by taking in carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. By doing this, they help in reducing the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere and prevent the warming of our planet.
There are many different aspects that lead to additional climate change in the world we live in. Deforestation is one of them. Deforestation is happening all over the world and is becoming a large contributor to the climate change we see. In Brazil specifically, deforestation has been an ongoing issue. The deforestation levels in Brazil are an all-time high. The levels are higher than we have seen in the country in over the past 10 years. This is due to increasing urbanization, farming development, and decreasing protection of land. 3,500 square miles of the world's largest rainforest were destroyed between August 2017 and July of 2018. To put this size into perspective, this means that in a little under a year, there was enough land destroyed equivalent to the size of London. Brazil's current government has already vowed to decrease fines occurring because of deforestation throughout the rainforest and within the country. They also vowed to decrease the influence of their environmental protection agency. Mato Grosso is a top producer of grains within the country, and they have already claimed 13.7% more land through deforestation efforts than they had the year beforehand. They also account for over 65% of the total deforestation that has occurred since August of 2017. The amount of deforestation that has occurred within the country and throughout the rainforest has been coined as the Earth's lungs being on fire, according to the fact that the Amazon rainforest alone accounts for 20% of the 30% of oxygen created by the Earth's rainforest. Without government protection of land, decreased or no penalties for the destruction occurring, and no understanding or care for what will happen if the rainforest is gone, are huge issues we as a species are facing. Without proper precautions being put in place, losing this rainforest to deforestation will become a reality we will have to look at facing.